Good morning, Marnie here. It is Tuesday. I hope everyone had a great Christmas. I have some whips and faux to show you and an itch. Oh my gosh. Um, I've got my coffee. I've got maple flavored coffee in here. In my new cup that my niece got me for Christmas, it is powered by coffee and yarn, which I am always powered by coffee and yarn. So I believe that I'm going to go ahead and show you. I'll show you the granny rectangle and the granny square that I've been working on. I'm not done with them yet. I think I'm going to do a couple more rounds on the granny rectangle. But anyway, for right now, I'm going to show you these four. I think I already showed. So yeah, I think I showed these in my last video. I didn't go back and watch. All right, so that's those. I made 6 more. Okay. Some of these just have buttons and no pom-poms on them because I'm running low on pom-poms. So here you go. Here's one. Now I finished this one yesterday. Yesterday afternoon. So this part here is I love this yarn. This is loops and threads. And there's my button. And then I love this yarn, loops and threads. My button, I try to get as close to the color as I possibly can. I have so many buttons. But if I can't get it close, then I also have some small clear buttons. I do want to get some larger ones because I think the ones that I got are just kind of too small. So anyway, that's that one. This one is loops and threads. I don't remember the colorway for that, but here's my button. Yeah, I think this one's called Cherry. Cherry or Cherry. They're both loops and threads. Very, very fall colors. And then the other one, kind of reversed, like the green ones. All loops and threads. My button. This one's actually a wooden button that's got a design on the back of it. I don't know if you can see that. They were wooden buttons that I got on Amazon years ago. This is loops and threads. And my button, that square button. This one is I love this yarn, and this is a bun beanie, ponytail beanie. And that's it for those. Now, my granny and my aunt requested hats. And this is, I've already shown this one because I've had this one made for a little bit. She requested this one. And then my granny wanted just a white stocking cap. Well, unfortunately, I'm not used to doing these in half double crochets, and I wanted to do something different. I should have just stuck with the single crochet like I normally do. I ended up not making my chain ones at the end of each round or end of each row loose enough. I think that might be the problem, but this isn't as stretchy as I would like. Now, when I do the single crochets, I have no problem with it being stretchy enough, and I don't know the size of my granny's head, and she lives in Illinois, so and she's my mom's stepmom. But I'm making another one. I don't want to send her something and have it, not fit her. Okay, so that's it for hats. So right here, I'm going to put in the granny square and granny rectangle blanket. Okay, so here is the granny rectangle that I've been working on. I'm not quite done with it. I think I'm going to go at least 2 more rounds, and then I should be done. I want it to cover my feet quite a bit and still come up to my shoulders. And I'm getting close. So there it is. Just using scrap yarns. You can obviously see where my seam is since I turn it every round. But that is it for my granny rectangle. And now I will show you the granny square using variegated and print yarns. Alright, here is the granny square. And obviously I haven't gotten very far on it, but I just don't have as many prints as I do solid colors. So I've been chipping away at it here and there. I put this round here on last night, and that is oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it. It's a loops and thread. So yeah, there's the square. And while I'm at it, I might as well just go ahead and show you one of my other finished objects from this weekend. Here you go. I just used an old throw pillow that we had here that wasn't being used for anything. So, my first cable pillow. And if you get close enough, you can see that the pillow underneath it is pink. But yeah, I love it. I plan on doing some more cables. And now that I look at it, well, maybe it's just the way it's sitting. I was going to say, uh-oh, I think I see mistakes. Then I would have been embarrassed. And this is a Bonnie Barker pattern from Bonnie Bay Crochet. Okay. So I've got another project that I'm working on. A couple of projects actually. So years ago I did a Sudoku inspired blanket for my youngest niece. And at that time when I was doing a lot of blankets, and I still do a lot of blankets, but I've learned a lot since then, I was having a really hard time with sizing blankets properly. And I would make a blanket thinking it was going to be normal sized, and it would always end up way too big. Way too big. And that's how it was with my niece. And she was just a little bitty thing at the time. And now she's getting all grown up. And she's kind of a rock star. So yeah, she plays guitar and she sings. And if I remember, I will try to link her channel in the description below. She has her own YouTube channel, and she sings about 3 to 4 times a week across town. Anyway, and she's 12 years old, and she is a fanatic of Tom Petty and Metallica. In fact, she just got Metallica concert tickets for Christmas. Alright, so on to the project. So anyway, Sudoku inspired blanket. Years ago I was working on a blanket for my oldest nephew, and it was going to be a temperature blanket. And I was going to base it on the year that he was born in the city that he was born in, and take the temperatures from that, like going through, a farmer's atlas to get that online, of course. I'm not going to go searching around for farmer's atlas around here. So anyway, it never went anywhere. I got like a couple months worth of it done and then just quit, because at the time I was taking care of my mom and just didn't have time. And then I ended up I forgot what hook size I was using. So anyway, I'm working on another one, but this is just going to be a Sudoku inspired, so not near as big. So I'm just using the yarns that were left over from that blanket that I was working on. And so here is what I got. There's going to be 9 squares each, of course, obviously, for Sudoku. And these I am turning every round, so they pretty much look the same on both sides. and they come out, you know, more even when you do it that way. So that's the cherry or cherry red. I can't remember. I don't have the ball band anymore. These 9 squares. I got 9 more squares. And then 2 of the colors that I'm going to use are upstairs. I haven't done any squares from those yet. And then this is one of them that's going to have 9 squares come out of this. And I think I've got maybe 1 more color in my stash that I'm going to use. The other colors are just too dark, and I don't want a lot of dark colors in this because I'm going to be using black to outline it. So when I'm done with all of these squares, so there'll be 81 squares, I'm going to put white around each one, just a granny square layer around each one, and then I'm going to join them in 9 patch squares with black, and then join them all together with black, all the 9 squares when they're done with black. And then the perimeter, the border, or whatever, is going to be black, just something basic. But anyway, that's my plan for these yarns right here. And then yesterday, or Christmas Day rather, my oldest nephew made a hint. He says a suggestion, but I think it was more of a hint, that he would like a Snuggie next year for Christmas, and that I should just make Snuggies for Christmas for everybody. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm making a scrap Snuggie right now, just for myself. And the only reason why I'm doing that is to see how I want to make this thing. So this is the start of it so far. So no rhyme or reason to the color choices, just it's scraps, whatever I've got left. It's going to be mine anyway, so I don't have to worry about making color choices for anybody on this one, since I'm just throwing it together and just seeing how I want to build these. And I believe I want to put hoods on them too. So that is the start of my scrap Snuggie. And it was so cute. My son and his wife and my granddaughters were here for Christmas, and they were wearing the Christmas hats that I made, so I got to take pictures of that. I'm going to insert those right here. And then when before everyone got here for Christmas, I don't know if I have, I think I showed you, you've seen the purple bags that I had my hats in. I took 2 of those bags filled with hats upstairs, and then after the Christmas thing was done and everyone was done opening stuff, I had everybody rummage through through those bags and pick out what they wanted. And 2 of them I had set aside for my niece, my oldest niece, and my nephew's wife. So they got their hats. I think they even picked some more hats. My granddaughters picked another hat. So that was fun. And that's when my nephew said, maybe you could make Snuggies for Christmas next year. Are you saying you want a Snuggie for Christmas next year? So yeah, I am working on a table runner, but I don't need it done until September. It is a wedding gift for my niece and her fiance, and this year for Christmas I made them a big huge monster tablecloth for the tablecloth or table that her fiance's grandfather made. I'm not sure. I asked my family to post pictures of the things that I made for them for Christmas, but I have yet to see anybody post any pictures yet, so I'm starting to get antsy. I want to see pictures, and I told them before they left I want to see pictures. So nobody has posted any pictures yet. And I want to see what the stuff I made looks like on, on their things. So I think that's going to do it for now. I don't think I have anything else. Isn't that enough? Never. All right. So, I did get gift cards for Christmas. I didn't get any yarn, but I got $100 worth of Hobby Lobby gift cards and $25, a $25 gift card to Michael's from my son. And that's where I'm going to use that $25 gift card to get the rest of the yarn for this, because I've only got like maybe half a roll of the white, and I don't know how much black, so I'm going to use that gift card on this blanket. And I'm working on redoing the hat that I made for my granny, since I didn't like the way that one turned out. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one, but I think that's going to do it for now. So like I said, I hope everyone had a great Christmas. If you could give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate that. I hope everyone has a great new year. Go out and celebrate, be safe, all the things, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.